I decided to buy some old Soviet fashion journals and watch it together with you. So, as you can see, this is 1981-1982 season, winter, spring, and the journal was released in Moscow. It is called Модели сезона 2, which means seasonal models 2, I guess. So not really trendy name or something. I bought it for 70 rubles, which is something like 70 cents maybe, or $1. And if we look here, we will see the price which was actual for that year. It's 1 ruble and 20 kopeiks. I don't know how to name it in English. So 1 ruble and 20. In Russian we call it kopeyka. And in plural, or not in plural, I mean, if there are many of them, then kopeyki. And by the way, in Soviet Union, as you can see, the price was printed here, so the sellers couldn't just set their own prices for anything. Usually the price was typed or somehow made into the good. For example, if it was a bottle of milk, the price was in the glass of the bottle. So the prices were the same as it was set, for example, here. So let's see it. So we see what we have here. I guess there will be lots of sewing schemes, which was very typical for Soviet Union. So the photo from the covering, by the way, in black and white, I like it much more than in colors. So yes, that's all about kids fashion, spring in the city, winter rest. My style is sporty for those who knitting, for work and for visit, for any size, school of sewing. Oh, and here it's written that since January 1982 the price will be higher, 1 ruble and 90 kopeyk. I will say it in Russian because I don't know how to make it in English. So it's written that there is an additional part where you can take schemes for sewing. And by the way, yes, this is not some, how to say, this is just advertising of different sewing schemes, because I'm not sure if there were such kind of journals where they showed that you can buy something exactly like this in some shop. I guess so. So it was suggestions to, there were the suggestions to buy something. It's just suggestions and ideas to sew it. And in Soviet Union it was very typical to sew things to yourself because there was not so big choice. The goods were very similar to each other, and if you wanted to have something trendy or unusual, you needed to make it by yourself. Illustrated Journal of Practical Fashion, Ministry of Easy Manufacturing, USSR. It was prepared to print by press of fashion journal based in 1957. So we can see the first examples here, and they are described here. I guess, but I don't understand what is what. This one is called as costume for young people. I guess it's something like this. The coat of trendy length. This one is trendy length, I guess. And street look, straight jacket, skirt. No, this one is this, but this one is for some reason suit for young people. Okay, I don't understand how it works. Okay, let's see it. So we can see the trends of the coat. I like this hat. It's like something has fallen on it and it became much lower. I think these coats look quite similar to each other, all of them. And this collar and this hat, yeah, I remember such kind of hats in the movies maybe, but they look quite weird. And this hat, yes, it's just like a pancake. Is it something interesting here? That's just descriptions of this looks. New looks, let's translate it like that. This hat looks like a box for ash from the cigarettes, I can say. So I see that these strange hats, they were popular that days. As you can see, I think this fashion was in Western countries too, because I'm definitely sure that we could meet this or this or this in Western countries that years. By the way, this model is quite beautiful. Her face is quite beautiful. Age and fashion. If the phrase that person is aged as he looks like, then the feeling of the age is very visible in the clothes or in the looks. Okay, so that's an article about the trends for adult women and how it's important to stay fashionable and trendy even if you are a middle-aged woman. So that's what they suggest to us. Do you like something from this? It seems to me that I don't like anything, despite, again, I can say that this woman is quite beautiful, I think, and this hat reminds me stewardess hat, I mean the worker in the airplanes, but all the other, I can't say that I really like them, despite I had a dress with such kind of waist, but the dress was different. Spring in the city. Well, this looks a bit more interesting, maybe because it's colored. Yeah, colors actually change everything. I think these red coats I can see even nowadays, maybe they are a bit more narrow, but still. And this coat, well, these looks are interesting, I can say. And she looks like Mary Poppins, I think. And this girl, well, I think, yes, that's some kind of trends and fashion, but that it looks like a uniform. I don't know if it's very strange that numbers written here, but they don't written here. So I guess this is this one, the suit from thin straight fabric. I don't know how to translate because there are lots of specific words which I don't know. So they just describe the model here. The model, I mean the clothes. For winter rest. Let's translate it like that. I think this kind of shoes we can find even nowadays. And that's interesting what kind of winter it is for this jacket. Not in North or Middle Russia, I can say. But the suit, by the way, is quite nice. And maybe the jacket is nice. Together, this combination, I think, very interesting. I like it. I think I definitely seen these high shoes many times in the shops. So, and I saw almost this jacket in the second hand once. Again, these hats, they're quite funny. So it looks like some kind of sport suits, sport looks. Looks suitable for kids. Hey, what are you doing? No, kids actually, they look quite trendy. I think they look much more trendy than women before, because these coats, they are quite nice. I actually rare can see kids in the coats, because I think maybe that's not really practical, but kids in the coats are really, really cool. When I see such kind of photo, I always try to imagine how they made it. Oh, sorry. So I think like pretend like you are playing, and they try to play really. But I don't see that they're really funny, and I start thinking how many shots they made and how long are they sitting here and pretending playing. And this one, the girl doesn't look very interested. But this shot is funny. After school. This one, after school. Again, kids actually look quite trendy. When I watched some Soviet movies, maybe in the 80s, yeah, maybe it was okay, but I don't remember such a trendy people there or in the photos. So these red jackets and skirt, actually this look, I think even now that would be quite trendy. Oh, and this millionaire's jumper on the shoulders. Really, where they had such trendy kids in Soviet Union? And I guess these are teachers maybe, or mothers, I don't know, but they look like teachers in these looks. Going on walk, I would say like this. And these are schemes for sewing. So these are numbers, I guess, of the models. You can pull it out. For me, that looks just like something scary, and I don't understand what is that. Because I'm not a person who can sew. I wish I could, because even now sometimes I have some ideas of some dresses and I can't find such kind of dresses, and I would love to create them, but this is not my cup of tea to measure, to do all this stuff, to be very accurate, so unfortunately I can't. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's very comfortable to be in this skirt on a bicycle, and with this scarf I always feel a bit worried that it can stuck in the wheel. So I wouldn't do this in the real life. And what does this shot mean? What is this situation? Oh my god. Really, what they are doing and what they are talking about. Actually, it looks like she's looking for a toilet and she's her enemy, and she feels very well because of her condition. I don't know what is that. But their looks are quite nice, actually. I would dress like this even now. And this one, I don't like this combination of shirt and skirt, but generally I like short. I think it's really typical short even for nowadays. My style is sportive. I don't really feel it like a sportive style. Maybe this jacket, maybe. But generally, I would never say that this is a sportive style. This one reminds me mechanicals, for example. And this one also, I don't know, it's something like a men's fashion for women, maybe like this. This coat is quite interesting, but you can see that I really like it. The suit and the attributes, I would say. It seems, no, they're not similar. At first I thought that they all are similar, these suits. But no, I don't know, I can't really say that I like these looks. So the photo looks interesting because it's colorful because of these details. By the way, why her hat here is green with this one black? Okay, let it be like that. Everyday style. I'm not a big fan of such kind of suits because maybe because of, for me, that's something from 80s, from very old times. I don't know, maybe 50 years ago that really was trendy, but now I can't. Okay, this one is not so bad, I just don't like this style. And this suit, I think I even would love it, but it's so white. I would prefer it to be more figure-sized. For those who is knitting, yeah, so they suggest you to sew, to knit this kind of jumpers and dresses. Well, it's okay. I wouldn't like to knit it, but it's just okay. I'm happy that I can buy it in the shop. At work and for visit, well, I can agree. Yeah, that's just very respectful style. For example, this couple is so typical respectful couple, and these looks, well, yeah, they are quite typical for work, mostly these two. For any kind of figure, I guess for any kind of shoulders, hips, maybe height and all that stuff. I can see that I really like these looks. Here it's written that sundresses are very practical and very popular among overweight women. Can I say overweight? Because I'm not sure that I can say fat. Okay. And so in school, where they explain some stuff, some tricky situations, and maybe according to these schemes, as I think. Like this. Remember, the sewing machines can be perfectly modern, fast, and every making everything, but the basics of real masterpiece is in handwork. Yes, I like this idea. So something like this. That was the first journal, the oldest one. Let's go to the next one. This one is the 1982. I found the year somewhere here. We can see, yeah, here. We can see the price, 1 ruble and 50 kopecks. This one is St. Petersburg journal, or Leningrad, because in Soviet Union it was called Leningrad, so the city of the Lenin, we can translate it. Now it's St. Petersburg again, and the previous one was from Moscow. It's called Our New Models, Autumn. 80 models from autumn collections. According to court traditions, suits for young people. Pelerin, I'm not even sure what it's in Russian. I would explain it as poncho, so let's call it poncho. Poncho again. For men, for overweight people. New assortment for evening. Yes, I bought it, by the way, for 30 rubles, so 50 cents, something like this. How do you like this coat? It looks, here she's like a Sherlock, and here she's like a mushroom. Autumn in the city. So these rain jackets, again, I think I can see it even nowadays, but maybe not quite often. By the way, I love how they knitted the scarf, but I can't see that I love these hats. Maybe this one not with this rain jacket. On this photo, I think the model is good and her pose is good, but I really don't like this coat. And this is the coat from the cover, and on this photo I like it more, but in general I still don't like it, and I don't like these shoes. Among silhouettes, the main role is to straight. The shoulders are emphasized with details and sewing type. The details became, I read just the first sentences, the main idea. The details became bigger. Big attention is dedicated to decorating. Decorations from leather, velvet. I don't know, there are several types which I would translate all like velvet. Decorations can be bright and contrast or in the fabric tone. The headgears became more feminine, not big, with round silhouettes, figure. The how to say it? So let's see. Oh, this couple is quite trendy, and I think it seems to me that men's fashion is always the same, because I can imagine such a man in nowadays street. Maybe that's a special style, but anyway. And women, they always different. I can imagine, for example, this coat. I think nowadays I even see that kind of coat. But the hats, for example, or I don't know, some small details, they are different, and I believe that I can't see them now. For example, like this coat or this look, I don't know, or maybe such kind of hat with coat. And for men, I really, yes, maybe hats are not so popular nowadays, but I really can't believe that I can see such a man on the street. Recommends for overweight women. So, modern fashion is so various that women of any age and complexion, figure complexion, can find something suitable for her. Despite of this, our specialists require or give lots of attention to looks for people with overweight or for seniors. So, how do you like this woman? She's so funny, at least this photo. But in general, I don't know, that seems boring for me. Okay, maybe this one, she's quite funny, and here it's she again, but this one I don't like. At least this one is not blank, pale, not pale. This one, they are so pale and they look not really interesting. Okay, maybe this one more or less, but I really can't say that I like something. For young people, this woman look like one my relative, and this girl look just like one my friend, and this guy a little bit looks as my dad very long time ago. I don't know, here I feel I would prefer this jacket to be more slim, but in general I like this look, and this look I like too, except I would prefer it to be more slim again. I mean the waist. And the girl's look I like, except this trousers. So okay. And I like these red details on the gray clothes for men. Oh, I can say that I really like this bomber, which is like a classical suit. That's very unusual, and I think I haven't seen something like this before. Not even like, I can't say that I would wear it, but it's really interesting. This combination is very interesting. And this one is just classics again. This one, I don't even know. Well, this jacket is okay, but all the other I can see that I like it. Warm and comfortable. Well, it's not bad, but it's just, I think it's very usual, and I think this kind of clothes we can see even nowadays. Maybe not that kind of cold, but I think it was not really typical for that times too. This jacket, okay, this, not jacket, how to call it? Winter jacket, bomber. Okay, that's not so bad as I think, and I think it's also quite modern, even for nowadays. Trendy, the suit with poncho. So this one is this word, and I would just call it poncho. but you can see that they are a bit different, and maybe that's not just a poncho, but the idea is like that. Well, this one is okay. This one I like, this one not really. Again, advice is to overweight people, suits for street. I can really imagine Granny nowadays in the street dressed like this, but just Granny. And all the others, again, I don't really like it. Maybe from all of them, this one is the best, but again, that's not something in my favorites. Elegancy and elegant and simple. Okay. Well, yes, that's probably elegant and simple. This shirt is interesting. I wouldn't wear it, but it's interesting. Again, elegant and simple. Oh. I can't say that I really like this, how to call it? In Russian, I would call it cage, but I'm not sure if it's the same in English, but I guess you understand what I mean saying cage. So I will call it cages. So I don't really like cage decorations, but the, how to say it, how it's suit, I like the model. Practical and fancy. Okay. Mostly this one. This one is strange. Feminine and romantic. I think it's not bad, but it's very, very in the style of that age, that decade of that age, because this oversize, this don't know how to call this type of decoration, which I don't really like, and yeah, this hair, this curly chemical haircuts are very fluffy, can I say like this, and very flying maybe. Dresses with decorations. I like this. I really like this man. This man is the best here. I can't say that these dresses are really decorated. I feel that they are quite boring, actually. This man is the most trendy here. And this coat is quite okay. This woman, I think she is pretty. The next journal, it's covered with some special paper. I think maybe we can revisit. Oh my god. I think it's some kind of schemes, sewing schemes. Practical advices. Let's be beautiful. Blouse for one evening. I mean made for one evening. Model's description for those who needs. Okay, let's just check the journal. Fashion journal, autumn 1983, Moscow. Okay, let's check the price. The previous was 1 ruble and 50 and 2 rubles and 70. That's very expensive. I hope the photos will be beautiful here. I don't know, they reminds me Zorro or something like this. Complex or looks. Fashion of 84. These photos, by the way, they really remind me some Western photos in Western style. Oh, and I like this design. I don't know what is that. Why is it here? But okay. Oh, it's written here about some fashion forum in Budapest. So I think they were there, and now they tell us about new trends and style. I don't know, this hat looks like the hat which warriors wear in the war to keep their head safe. They look like Russian churches, because Russian churches have this, I don't know how to call it, shape form. I mean the couple, the roof, don't know. But that's really funny. And it's written here that black raincoat is quite trendy. Coat details. Okay. Again, coat details. The photos look very bad. I mean, the quality of photos, you see, they are vivid, and yeah, that's not really good. Black and white photos. What is that? Black and white photos are better, but this one is quite funny. And this one, you see, again, that's just classic, which really you can see such kind of man nowadays. This one is okay, but this head and the trousers I don't like. But that's, I think this one is more typical for 70s. I always thought in this haircut. By the way, in Russia, it's very typical for women wear that kind of headgear, wear scarf like that in the winter, and I wear it like that too. The girls, they are so bright here. And that they are very different from each other. Once in the warm autumn day. Well, they look very elegant. Actually, I would think that that's something from 30s. Again, warm autumn day. I don't like it. For me, it looks like some clothes from grandmother, but technically they are. I don't like the color. I don't like the design. Can I say it like that? I mean, these forms, these shapes. I think in black and white photos it's much better. For example, this dress is good. This style is good. This one I like. It's written here black and white. Working week. I like this photo and this look for the photo, but not for real life, as well as these ones. I remember that this haircut was quite trendy, and again I can't say that I like it. As well as the looks. Oh my god. And this kind of fabric I really hate. I don't know, for me it's just not pleasant. I can't say that it's ugly or something, that's just not for me, and it's written in Chanel style. Okay. Only for young people. But this one is quite trendy, and the photos, I love how the photos made all this, how to say it, angles. The photos are quite cool, and I can say that the looks are cool. So for young people, for me, if from 80s, I like it too. Oh, and this one are wedding looks. I like this vial. I don't know how to pronounce it, so I like this. And dresses I don't like. The girl is pretty, I think, but not the dresses. Again, for those who need. Would you like to go outside like that? Okay, that's all quite bright, and I like it, except this one. At least, yeah, it's bright. Yeah, I can't say that it's bad. I wouldn't wear like that, but I like that it's so bright. Again, for those who need. The cardigan is quite cool, by the way. And her haircut is cool. For kids, for girls, and for boys. Wow, so stylish coat. They look really strange at her, and her face, how to say it, her face impression is really strange. I don't know, I guess they had many photos. They had set of the photos, and they decided that this is the best one. Why? I don't understand. This suit is nice. I like it. Paris and fashion. This is an article where they tell what was trendy in Paris in 1960s, 1930s. That's very interesting, by the way. Maybe I'll read it later. Fashion of 84. This bath hat is quite funny. This coat, by the way, it's unusual. I like that it's unusual, and I don't know the color and where are her arms. But at least it's unusual. And now I understand that I really hate this thing with the headgear. That's strange. And this girl, she's so trendy. Not this, but her face. Her face, that's a fashion. She looks like a pilot, and she looks like a pilot, and she looks like a mafia, and they look like two Mary Poppins. And she's so nice village girl, really nice village girl who came to study in the university, and here too. And this one, what is she showing? That I'm a dangerous woman, and I'm a dangerous. These photos together look quite strange. I'm a dangerous woman too, but a bit more calm, a bit calmer. And wedding dress. The photo is interesting, by the way. I like the photo itself. It looks like it's not her face, but I guess it should be her face. Okay, let's check the last one. It's called Silhouette. It's very interesting that it's written in English, maybe because it's almost the end of the Soviet Union and it's winter. The price, 2 rubles 80, and yeah, the prices became much higher, but I think maybe the journals are quite thick, and maybe because of the colored photos. The introduction for winter sport. Oh, these girls, they are really trendy. I like these girls. And this one, I don't know. After this, they are usual. No, these looks I don't really like. I don't know, I just like this girl. She's just very funny. And this winter coat is funny. I wouldn't wear it because I don't like oversized, but these models, I mean the coat models, are funny. In a frosty day. Oh my god. Just look at this, how to call it, dangerous woman? Fatal woman. Oh, she's like, I'm trying to be nice, and what she's holding hands on here, I don't know, is it a Photoshop? Okay, here I can understand, but here, strange. I can't say that I like it. Neither this one, and neither this one. I think this is perfect for rolling something down, or water, for example, if it's rain. And look at the shoulders, they're like a table. Really, it seems like you can put something on these shoulders. Elegant black dress. Okay. Retro. That's so interesting to watch retro stuff in retro journal. So for them, I think retro is something like the end of 19th century. For men. These socks with the shoes, and again this cage. Don't know how to call it. Oh my god. Okay, that's really unusual, but not my cup of tea, definitely. All this. Leather suit. I think it requires a lot of care to avoid, how to say it, when they becoming old, and there are lots of, I forgot. So some men. By the way, I like that usually men's fashion is just several pages and the whole journal is just for women. Oh, and this they can write their questions and they answer. Could your journal please make a scheme for some beautiful white collar, because it's so popular now, so they're given the scheme of this collar. How to clean delicate jewelry or decorations. I tried to clean them with toothpaste, but it doesn't help. How? What would you recommend? And the question: are these decoration trendy now? Decorations, schemes again. For me, that looks scary. I don't understand anything, and I don't understand how to use it, because I can see that there are many schemes on one page, and I can imagine vividly, but no. Again, answering your letters. My fingers are short and fat, and my nails are white. I try to keep my hands well and grow my nails and cover them with a polish, so coloring thing for nails. Sometimes I think that with colored nails my hands look even more terrible. What's my mistake? Please tell me how to change form of fingers and nails. You're right that you color your nails, but you didn't tell what color do you use and how do you put it on your nails. And this is the most important thing. You can't change your nails and hands. We need to bear with things which were given us to from nature, but we are able to do something. Short and fat fingers will look better if you look light color for nails. The closer to skin tone, the better. With wide nails, put the color with straight stripe, leaving the sides not colored. Okay. The lighter hand skin, the lighter color can be. With dark skin, you can use all bright colors, mostly dark purple and dark red. Bright color is beautiful with yellow skin too, but you need to avoid lilac and blue tones. The people with red hands can use pure red or coral color, but they need to avoid purple, can I use this word in English, or orange color. This is a mistake that long nails optically make your fingers longer. No, they emphasize the contrast of fingers and nails. I have beautiful fur coat. Unfortunately, twice I got under the rain and fur lost its beautiful look. Don't know what to do. Can I clean it with the brush? Won't it destroy the fur? Okay, they answer. Generally, I can say that they ask to brush it, but when it's dry, and to beat it, and to put it in the air from dust and ash, in the wet air. Yeah. Okay. I have knits of 4 colors, a little bit of each, and I don't know how to use it. For jumper that's not enough, or maybe to do it without sleeves, and I don't like it. Gillette would be okay, but which one? Striped? No, I don't like stripes, and I don't like bright Gillettes. Maybe I can just knit 4 pairs of socks. Yes, you can knit 4 pairs of socks, but also you can do a Gillette. Thank you. So again, about knitting. By the way, this one is quite nice, and this one is quite nice. It's some special soft knits for people with overweight. I think it could be something better. And this one doesn't really look as a clothes for people with overweight. Really, is it overweight? I think it's not overweight at all. I mean, the models, they are not like plus size. Maybe that time it was like that. Is it still overweight? Okay. Jackets. They write that this cage is trendy. Okay. That's some article about some gymnastics coaches. Oh, and here they recommend some exercises. Blouses and skirts. Oh, I really don't like this type of oversized blouses. But this one, for example, I wouldn't wear it, but this one is okay. Again, look at the photo, it's so weird. And again, fatal woman. Costumes. I don't really like it. This one is interesting, I wouldn't wear it, but it's interesting. Just fancy. Okay. They just draw it, don't even exist, so that they just show the idea. Again, Chanel style. Look at this mysterious woman. And a bit more trendy Mary Poppins. And these shoulders, I don't know, did someone really think that it's beautiful? But this jacket is cool. I really like this jacket. I would wear it. Yes, this one is great.